What's up guys, and welcome back to a new Roblox tutorial. So we're here for part 6 of our tower defense game. So in this episode, first of all, we're going to do the mouse raycast. And let's straight go into it. And we're going to go in starter GUI and let's add in a screen GUI. And also in here we're going to add in a local script, which we're going to rename game control. That's what's going to control the client. Now let's add into a game control, and first of all we're going to have to get the raycast. So let's get the mouse position, but for this we have to get the user input service. It's a service who allows us to get the input. So we're going to game and let's get service user input service. Okay, just before that, I'm just gonna create my tower. So not that. So build rig and block rig. Make sure to use the block rig because it's you need an R15. So let's just keep its name as dummy, and let's just create a new folder in replicated storage, and this we're gonna call this towers, and let's put our dummy into the towers. So let's go in game control, and now let's get the mouse position. So to get the mouse position, we're going to create a variable. So that's local, and we'll call this mouse location, and I'm going to call it position because it's a vector. So let's get user input service and get mouse location. Okay, I think I'm gonna just change here mouse location, and yeah, and also now we're gonna let's just task and wait. Let's wait 2 seconds and let's print mouse location. Now if we click play, so we have our output. Okay, so here we have the position 607 and 215. Now let's hit stop, and let's create a, so let's do a while true do, and let's bring all of this into here. And the task.wait will remove this, and we'll put it task.wait, and let's just do empty, so it's 1 frame. So now now it's, yeah. So here we're at the so we have the mouse position. So it's pretty big numbers. So let's hit stop, and now let's just remove the while true do loop, because that was just to see if it works, the raycast works. Now that we know it works, let's get the camera. So let's create a variable for the camera, and this will be workspace and current camera. So I have to put the equals. So now also we're going to create a mouse ray. So just after the print here about let's local mouse ray. Okay, fine. Let's get camera and viewer point to ray, and here it's going to take 2 parameters, the position X and the position Y. Also remove the task.wait because we're not in a loop. So this will be the mouse location dot X and also the mouse location dot Y. And now we're gonna print the mouse ray. Here, the mouse ray like that. And let's just do task.wait 1, and let's put this in a while true do loop. and let's just put this after. Okay, so now if we play, it should get the mouse ray. Yeah, the mouse ray is this one. Okay, let's hit stop, and now that we have this, okay, now I'm just gonna remove the wall through again, and also the task.weight, and we're gonna put the task.weight here. Task.weight 3. Let's put 2. Okay, now let's we have the mouse ray here. Okay, now let's get the result. So let's create a variable just after this, local raycast result. This is the result, and it's gonna be the workspace equal, not the workspace, and that's the raycast. And it's in here. It's gonna take the origin, the direction, and the raycast params. So first of all, it's gonna be the mouse ray origin, and comma, then it's gonna be the mouse ray direction, and also it's time. Let's do, so this the symbol is times 1000. Okay, so let's also print the, let's just put the print here, and here let's print the raycast result. So after, it's gonna wait to, and it's gonna do the printings. So now there would, oh, what do I see here? It says nil. Okay, let me check for a second. Okay, I think it's normal because let's just wrap this into a function. It's gonna be more clear. So let's create a local function, mouse raycast, and let's bring all of this into here. And also we're gonna return the raycast result. Okay, let's click play. Oh, we have to call the function. It's pretty normal that. And now we're gonna make this loop. Also, it's always, so let's just use the run service. So local run service, and this is, I'll just put the arm capital because it's a service. And let's again game, and let's get service, run service. Okay, now let's just create a loop. So I run service, and that's renderStep, and let's connect this into a function. And here we're going to create a result, a result variable, so local result, and let's get mouse raycast. So it's gonna check what the function returns, and here the raycast result. So now let's check if there's result, if result, and result dot instance. Then, so if the result has an instance, then let's print result dot instance dot name. So let's hit play. Okay, so I think it's working because the number of things it's spammed. So yeah. So now that we have this, now we're gonna have the towers. So now we're gonna make the towers raycast. So let's just remove this. So in here, in the screen GUI, we're gonna add in a text button, and this one we're just gonna put it down here, and let's open its properties. Background color, I'm gonna put blue. So let's just add in a UI corner, so it has corners, it's a bit better. This button we're gonna change, but for now we're gonna keep this. Okay, this color is correct. Now let's just get the name. Let's just put the spawn, and here the text. So the text we're gonna put the dummy spawn tower. Okay, so now the text, the color, we're gonna keep it like that. Let's just put text world color. Let's put this white, and let's just like that. And also the image, the color, we're gonna put this like that. Okay, so now that we have this, and we're gonna go back in the game control script, and sorry. So let's just, in here, we're gonna get the GUI, because now we're in the GUI and we want to get the GUI. So wait a second. Okay, so it's in here. We're gonna create a GUI variable. So look at local GUI, and this is gonna equal to script.parent. So this is equal to script.parent. So the parent of the script is the screen GUI. Now our button is called spawn. So in here we're gonna just create a function, a kind of anonymous function. So GUI.spawn, and now activate. So even with mobile it will work. Connect, and let's connect this into a function. So let's just print button clicked. Let's just play. It will work, but let's open the output. Okay, there's too much of these. So now that we know that it works, not the button, we're just gonna remove the print. So just these will make them not active. Now we can see button clicked here. Now that our button was clicked, that we know the button was clicked, let's create another function. So it will be the function will be, we'll call this the placeholder tower. So let's just, here we're gonna get the replicated storage. So local replicated storage, and this is equal to game, and let's again, this is a service, and replicated storage. And also let's create a placeholder tower function. Local function create placeholder tower. Okay, here we go. Now we have our replicate storage for service, and let's create a variable for the towers. So local, see, let's just in here the services. So at the top you always put the services. This is how I do. So local towers, and let's get the replicator storage, and let's wait. So when on the client, it's always better to wait for child, because you always want it to load. So now let's just go in our create placeholder tower. Here we'll get name, and also let's just create a variable local tower available, like in the mob, and let's do towers, and let's find first child name. So the name that we'll receive from the other thing. So in here So in the where is it? I'm just gonna move this function over here and put a space. So in here, let's also we're gonna call the function create placeholder tower, and here we're gonna put the dummy. I think that's how it's named. Okay. So let's go back in our create placeholder tower, and now let's check if the tower is available. If tower available, then let's local tower to create, and let's do tower available, and let's clone this. Oh, and also this tower to create, let the parent, so its parent will be the workspace, the towers. I know we didn't create this, but let's create a1 the tower workspace tower. It can S because there's many towers. It's not necessary, but I will put it like this because it's more clear. Also, we're gonna remove the local tower to create, and no, don't remove, just remove the local because we're gonna create this. So local tower to create, and this is gonna be nil. And let's go in a renderStep function. So if there is a result and a raycast, in here we're gonna local x, this is equal to result dot position dot x, local y, this is gonna be equal to result position y. Oh, here I forgot to put the x, and local z, it's gonna be equal to result position dot z, and let's create a cframe, local cframe, and this is gonna be equal to cframe dot new. So we're gonna create a new, so x y z, and also tower to create, and let's set primary part C frame, and yeah, and also here the primary part frame is going to be the C frame, so this, and let's go in our mouse raycast over here. So let's create something. Okay, so just before this, we're just gonna test. Oh, here we have an error. So let's tower to create, and okay, I think okay, so we're gonna create a players attempt to index now. Set part C frame. Okay, let's. Oh, I see. Because we don't even check if there is a tower, because it's infinite possibilities, and if tower to create, then we're gonna do all this, because there's not necessarily a tower to create. If we click, we have our dummy here, but now, like you see, the dummy for some reason is coming straight into the camera. So this is because he's always thinking the tower is here, so he's always creating new, so it's always gonna push the other one. So let's create, so to fix this, we're gonna create a raycast params. Okay, so for the raycast params, let's just head on to a bit up yeah, here in your mouse raycast, let's see. So after the mouse ray, let's and before the result, we're gonna create local, and this is gonna be the raycast params, and let's get raycast params dot new. Now after that, we're gonna set some stuff to the raycast params. Raycast params, not that raycast. This one's and that filter type, and this let's enum dot raycast filter type, I think, and the blacklist. And also let's put here the blacklist, and here let's also do the raycast params. Don't forget, if it's not this one, the one you want to use over this here, and here is this one, so the with the R tiny. And let's get filter descendant instance, and this will be equal to the blacklist. Now let's go here. So we want to actually send which blacklist. So when we send the mouse raycast, so in here I'm just gonna copy paste from Google because my keyboard cannot do them for some reason. So in here, and here you do tower to create, and those pieces you have to do the accolades. This okay, and also here we're do comma and raycast params. Now if we hit play, we have our dummy, and also but there's just one problem. He's in the ground, so I could we could finish this in this episode, but this has been a pretty big episode, so I would prefer to stop this episode now, and we're gonna finish the dummy, the tower placement, in the next episode, because now it's already been 20 minutes and I don't really like having a big episode. So but I'm gonna do it really soon. I will try to do it tomorrow if I can. So in the next episode, so that's gonna be it for today's episode. In the next episode, we're gonna have that we can the dummy is cannot push the player, and also that it's not into the ground. And the last thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna have the dummy that you can place the dummy. And in the episode after, we're gonna have the dummy tower to actually attack the enemies. So we'll see us in the next episode. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you like this video. So thanks for watching.